Igor, let's go celebrate Christmas. Mom is waiting for us. I have to dump some more crypto. Give this doomer a break. I is working on Christmas evening so that I can pay off his debt caused by your dumps.
Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. Good to see y'all. Happy Tuesday, the 28th of December. And not very good, right? At least if we're talking about crypto. S&P 500, not, just not too bad, not a bad day, really, just a normal day. Like, crypto, not really a very normal day, where it's just, there's 6% losses. I mean, Bitcoin's down $3,083 today. That's awful, okay? So, I guess the way to simplify this locally, right, would probably just look at the 60-minute chart, or you just got your, your two lows right here, the candle low close, the wick low, and then you got the top right here, December 7th, right, where you pretty much tested that Christmas Eve. And yesterday, can you believe yesterday we were at $52,000, now we're at $47,600. So you could just say sideways, stuck in a range, a glass case of emotion, man. And the only thing that really makes sense to me right here, right, I know it's 60-minute, only thing that really makes any sort of sense would be something like this. Like, it's the bat pattern, and it lines up with the bottom of
Hope
the
you're
zone.
Well. Can we please look at Hathor? Thank you, legend.
Sorry, dude. This microphone's all up in my face, and we got the oh boy, oh my god, dude, I need help over here. This is bad. Okay, yeah, we'll look at that S-Coin, I guess. Is that what it is? And thank you for the contribution to the stream, man. So yeah, I think there's probably a little bit more downside. Yes, you are severely oversold. The most oversold you've been on the 60-minute and the 4-hour since December 4th. You're oversold on both time scales. But okay, you sit sideways for a little while. I'm just not trying to be a dead horse here, but we know who's awake right now, right? Or just getting up. They're getting their coffee, and they're scratching their eyes. They're getting their sell orders ready like they always do now. The past 2 months. Asia, all they do is sell crypto. That they don't do anything else. They're just like, oh, we are auto salesmen of crypto. We just dump it. So, I mean, if you haven't even hit a 78% retrace locally, I think there's just a little bit more downside.
Trader 720 super chatted $35. Apologize for super chat. We'll be switching to crypto soon for tips.
Oh, thank
Should
you.
We be on
Consider
the
it.
lookout for a type 2 return on OXT? Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure some of these cryptos that had nice little 10% pops that reacted really well. Well, maybe you're going to get a reversal low, or maybe not. Maybe crypto is just like, I'm going to go to 42K. Bitcoin goes 42K for a type 2 return on its own massive structure. Chad, do I look like a big nerd today with my glasses? Hey, everybody. I'm a nerd. So, yeah, right? I mean, the argument kind of makes sense for why you'd probably see 46,000 to go test the bottom of the range. And if you don't hold it, bye. See you down at, much, much lower levels. That's it. And here's your issue, right? I mean, you don't really have much bullish divergence argument on the MACD histogram or the RSI. I guess you could say a low, then the lower low. You kind of got that going on. RSI, not even close. Yeah, you catch a rally here. Who cares, right? It rallies and makes a lower high than the previous high and then eventually dumps again. Buyer induction. Yes, buying is induced by the small rally, lower high, dumps again. Then we hit an area that makes way more sense, an 88% retrace. We're familiar with this place. We like that area. But I'm sorry, when you're just sitting at a 69% retrace, that's nothing, dude. Assets never reverse at 70% retraces. So even a 786 haven't even touched that. So I'm just saying, there's probably more downside, and it's probably going to the bottom of the range. BAMM, bad action magnet move, was that 49.4, and you broke that, and look where you're going. The phenomenon. Okay. Sorry, Bitcoin sucks, chat. I wish there was more I could do or say. Yeah, it's disappointing, to say the least, but still up 100% year over year, but I get it. Here's the problem. If it's up 100% plus year over year, and then you have 55% of all Bitcoin market participants who joined this year, the majority of Bitcoin holders are down. Or they're probably around the price they bought in, depending on when they bought, but probably not doing too well for 55% of market participants in Bitcoin. I mean, that's was that MicroStrategy's data? That's not me. That's not me making it up. That's real, and that was staggering when I found that out. So, yeah, dude, it's probably not fun for most people. Heck, man. I'm up a lot, and it's not been fun, right? It's just been chop city, up and down. You know, your hold account's just up and down. All right, sorry, let me move this stuff real quick. What's going on, dude? 1 hour. Okay, it's just got to be 101. I'm sorry. Get this out of the way. I guess I'm leaving that one. That's so weird, though. Bueller, what the? Okay. So, anyway, dude, I think there are some issues with Bitcoin right now, and it's kind of crappy. And, you know, people were messaging me about a bullish engulfing candle not being valid on the weekly, because someone who's very well respected, that we all respect here, said, but I found out later it was about the CME futures gap, or CME futures, it wasn't about spot price, which I completely understand the reason why someone would regard CME futures over Bitcoin spot, because I mean, now the volume, there's like double the amount of volume traded on derivatives or futures price than there is spot price now in crypto. That changed that. So I get that, man. But anyway, the weekly engulfing candle was very real on spot, but yeah, I mean, you're getting pretty close to invalidating that and just making it look like a joke on the chart. But I'm just saying, right? It is very real, the argument for an engulfing candle on spot, because you covered the previous candle. That's all it is, the definition, right? You did it multiple times. You did it July 19th that week, September 27th that week. You did it the week of December 20th. Yet, unfortunately, the difference between these two candles and this one is there was immediate fall through price action. Look at that. You pulled back a little bit, and then you were gone. You pulled back 0 in July, and then you were gone, right? So here, you are not gone at all. You're going to test the bottom of the local range you're in on that 60-minute. Negative momentum building. Yeah, terrible start. And the start is so bad that it makes it not near, not as common as the previous engulfing candles that ushered in reversals. So, yikes. Okay. Daily, you could imagine, terrible, right? Just awful. You know, it looks like in 45 minutes, you'll be closing below the 200-day moving average again. Very bad, man. It's just like you got support resistance here. You got a 200 moving average. You have potential support here that really desperately needs to be held. Otherwise, you will lose a lot more value. Like these little supports here don't hold. You got some more. You got like 10% plus more downside, 10 to 12% more downside minimum on Bitcoin if these supports don't hold, really. Okay, so it's just like, come on, man. You know, I wish it was we've been here for the better days, right? We've been here for the better days, and now we're in the days that are very still uncertain. Maybe the bottom hasn't been found yet, or the bottom needs to be tested a second time, which the bottom would be in that case $42,800, $43,000. All right. Yeah, so the private wins, what he's talking about. And let's just real quick, let's knock this out since we're here. How well did this age, chat? Extremely well. TA so respected, man.
I like turtles.
And hold on, let me play it. It was respected so well that it has to be played, right? If I could find it. I just need to get it put on my stream deck. It'd be so much easier. It's just annoying now. Maybe I'll never find it. Crap. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with I can't find it. Yikes. Oh, found it.
Do you respect it?
hear that, man? You hear that, chat? Man, woman, alien. Yeah, TA respected, right? 4-hour shooting star confirmed, right? See ya, bye, right? See ya. The power of Japanese candlestick identification. This can happen, all right? So it went very well. In total, looking left, you got some more leeway. You got a little more downside before you start getting dangerous. If we talk about levels from history, right? It's not good though. Pretty ugly candle. Wow. On the the daily's different. The daily went to test 2.2 trillion, which is what that candle high closed back from April 16th, 17th. Yeah, you gotta do something. Something has to give. You gotta make a higher low here. Or just going to continue downward, right? Use lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. My God, lower lows. If the trend's to continue. Goodness. And you had broken out too, and now I think it's a false breakout, right? Yeah, a nice false fake out. That is certainly a false breakout. Like you were right back in that channel, right below that supply line again. It's not good, man. Like it just, yeah. Gross stuff. Okay, so let me go to this real quick. And this is what Crown's talking about. All right, this is
Bueller.
what. Oops. Oh. This is what Crown's talking about. There was no engulfing candle on the futures chart. I agree, 100% certainty. It is not an engulfing candle. But neither was the candle from September 27th that spot price it did engulf, right? And there was certainly no engulfing candle in July. So there have not been any engulfing candles that ushered in reversals. Bullish pin bar, kind of, I guess, and then nothing. This is not any Japanese candlestick reversal. So yeah, it's following that trend. So yet no engulfing on the futures chart and about to be bearishly engulfing, right? I mean, 2 days, 23 hours till a bearish engulfing candle, complete bamboozling. Yep. After confirming a top, still making higher lows. I mean, you really are still making higher lows till you fall below 40K. I think that's when the trend is in jeopardy. Okay. I hate it. That means you have to lose another $7,600. Yikes. Oh, this is not visible on the daily. So yeah, here are your levels, right? They're the two big ones. Here's your third big one. It's like 30K, 40K, 60K. That's all you got. Log scale, not as bad. See, log scale, it's still fine. But yeah, a lot of downside potential. And, it, you know, really, until you fall below 30K, everything's kind of still okay-ish. I mean, just think about Bitcoin losing 88% of its value from that previous low, you know, going down here. And then creates what? What does it create? Probably a shark. Yeah, real close. I mean, this is always possible. You can believe worst case scenario, 33,375, and it's still in M shape. From a discernible swing low on the weekly. So we have to keep our minds open here, okay? We can't just all listen to, you know, the Moon Boys talk about 100K, 100K. This is like why I never give predictions, ever. What's your prediction into year? I don't know. It's arrogant to even say I know, right? The only reason I could ever feel confident to say I know something might be happening, possibly, is it only happens and I say the probability is higher. Probability is higher that something would happen, but it's never certain. And yeah, stock to flow, dude. How's that working out for you? For now. But really, I mean, stock to flow, dude, it's not like invalid. It's not stupid. It's not bad. It's been so right for so long. And I think you just patience. Anyway, so that's to get that out of the way, that the Eric Crown stuff. Yeah, it's right. That is futures. There is no bullish engulfing. Just that there was never a bullish engulfing on the last two reversals. Poor Ethereum. Good God. Hidden bearish divergence. After classic bullish divergence, immediate hidden bearish divergence. That is so sad, man. What could have been. Oops, log scale. But I don't know. It's just like things are just people liquidating. There's no new money really coming into crypto right now. I know, like, there's still record levels of non-zero addresses, but Raoul Pal had a really good deep discussion or thread on Twitter today about what's going on with crypto, short-term, mid-term. Yep. No new money coming in, no retail coming in, there's no euphoria, there's no FOMO to drive them in. And I think what a lot of institutions are just weary because of regulation and stuff, and it's the end of the year. So what about the wash trading and all that? Probably going through people's minds. You know, people can take strategic losses, and they can only do it for like 3 more days, and then they won't be able to do it for the next year, right? Yeah, bullish into bearish. Guh. Yeah, that fast too. God, it's like so good. And then just no follow through, no buyers. Asia, all Asians selling in the East. They just sell. So yeah, how can anything play out, really? And that's not what you want to see. Hey, you could always end up dumping again and making triple MACD bullish divergence. And that wouldn't be too weird. But now you're flirting with the bearish control zone. Below 40 is the bearish control zone. Look how you've just held. You've held on to 40. And you just keep making lower highs on the RSI. Eventually that breaks. You break down. Right? You don't want to see how little time you spend below 40 on the RSI. COVID crash. A couple crashes. Well, this is December 2019. December 2019. Where was that? I don't remember. I guess you bled out. Yeah, you corrected from the July high in 2019, then the big rally, and then the crash, second crash. So it is just not often. Capitulation in 2018, oversold, you kept crashing. Yeah, you don't want to go below 40 on Ethereum because it's never really a good sign. Now you do it sometimes, briefly. So if you do fall below, you better get right back above it. Dang, man. Okay, so let's go to Cardano, right, while we can. Hope everyone's doing okay. Yeah, I know, everyone's scared. Go be scared, dude. Cardano failed to breach, well, it breached, but only briefly breached a major inflection zone, 145, 148. You're below it. You're well below it now. So it's like, don't know what to tell you. I mean, you're trying to hold on to this local low from December 24th, the 200 moving average, but it all depends on what Bitcoin does. Locally, clearly outperforming Bitcoin, doing way better locally. Now, contextually, zoom out, not really at all. So, yeah. The good news is Bitcoin's oversold now on the 4-hour, or just getting right, or it is oversold as I'm talking to you. So eventually you'll catch some sort of like relief rally just to make a lower high, reset the oscillator before dumping again. So that's good for Cardano. You know, you just make a higher, all you gotta do is make a higher low than 120 and everything's good, man. You can think about an M shape here. What will be weird about a potential shark going on, you know, like, how about that? That wouldn't be weird. That'd be completely normal. What, PCZ like 124? Okay, and yeah, nothing weird. Okay, so broke support, resistance. It was never actually a support. It was always resistance, right? And you're below it. You got to get back above that if you ever want 188. Okay, Binance coin down 5%. Also not really near as bad as Ethereum and Bitcoin. It's really not as negatively affected. I mean, just for instance, you know, I don't know, it's percentage-wise actually literally down less than Ethereum and Bitcoin today. So, but still, look, I mean, are you making lower lows yet? No. You did just make a higher high than the previous highs, but yeah, you couldn't hold above 545. So it's going to follow Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin's going to keep rolling over, then Binance is probably going to eventually see 510 again. I don't think you want to see that again, but what can you do, man? It's crazy. That hidden bullish divergence played out on these, and then you hit all these 200 moving averages and you reversed. Yikes, man. Yeah, we're live. You can even believe it, dude. Live today? What? Why even go live on days like this, right? Is that a question? Okay. So, I guess we can go to... we can switch gears to a not so depressing market. That number go up always. No matter what, number go up. Number go up. Number go up, chat. S&P didn't close at all-time highs, but, you know, it was off 0.1% from all-time highs. Okay. Intraday, it did hit its highest level ever, so don't be fooled. 48.06. You hit $4,800 for the first time in human history today. On the index fund and stock market. Crazy.
Storage, Doobie.
What's up, Doobie, man? Thank you for the 20. We can look at storage if you so wish it. Yeah, and not even bearish divergence. Crazy, right? A high, then the higher high with higher levels of positive momentum, and you're in the bullish control zone. It's, I mean, everything looks good on the S&P, like 4 hour. Any time, like I think it will happen at some point where a back test of 47.17 happens. I just don't know when. Will it happen tomorrow? Probably not. Next week or two. Just that's so natural. It just right when critical, like just like this. It wouldn't be weird if like 4,500, like we're on the way down. We like started dumping 46. It wouldn't be weird at all if this asset or this index fund didn't go. It wouldn't be weird if it did, and it did do it, and it went down in bullish haramid, and then began its reascension. It's crazy, man. Off the 200 moving average. Beautiful. Second low. Different world.
Hey Mitch, can we look at Suter / USDT? Beautiful reaction from the demand zone and still rocky.
Sure, Retta. Thank you for the 20. We'll look at Suter. Guess what? My God, it was so close. It was the second highest wick of all time today, the Dow Jones, and it even closed up 0.26%. Right? If you're like a stock market participant, what? Has something happened in crypto? Crypto's getting demolished again? Oh, I didn't even know. Right over here in this market, things are calm and strong wave structures are running. So that's it. Yeah, nice. Target eventually still like 37,250 or whatever. Nasdaq, you know, a little pullback. You did get a bearish engulfing candle in 4 hour, and no bearish divergence really, because you made a slightly higher high in the previous high with higher levels. So that's convergence and whatever. You pull back some. I think eventually you're gonna go test 16,050. Cool. The drag and the breakout. Number go up. That's it, dude. Number go up. Number go up. All over the place. Now, this is an underperformer here. There are 2,000. This is all it does, underperform. Reminds me more of a crypto right now, right? Like, did not make a higher high than its previous high from December 8th. Made a lower high, bearish engulfing. Tested the 200 moving average as resistance and couldn't do anything. So it doesn't really look that solid. Look, this is at one point in history, like July 29th, you've reversed here and gone all the way down a couple times to 2130. So it could be another, that's kind of like, it is an area, but eventually you pull back, you make a higher low than the previous low, then you run again, and you eventually test the top of the range. That's the dragon.
Hey Mitch, from what I heard, wash sale rules are currently within the BBB bill, and so far hasn't passed yet, but people still need to be careful, aren't?
I don't know. Well, we'd have to get some more on that. I heard that it's done, right? Okay, so index funds, now golds. pulled back, but it's way better looking than Bitcoin right now, right? Yeah, it's been sideways, but sideways in a good way, where like it's like reaccumulating. Bitcoin's been going sideways, and it's just making lower highs, I guess. I don't know. I guess gold is too, technically. Kind of similar situations, but locally, I like gold better than Bitcoin. Locally, like we're talking, you know, just kind of from November to now, I like gold better than Bitcoin. So, now here's your problem. Like gold could just roll over because you are showing clear indication of buyer exhaustion right here, right? Bearish divergence on the 4-hour. Not just the MACD, but also the RSI. So this is implying a reversal to the downside next. So, okay, how many times do we see this and then M shapes are created? And before, maybe it doesn't happen, but I'm just pointing out, right? The edge is bearish on the 4-hour right now. So you could come all the way back down to 1792 minimum, right? If that's actually going to play out. Yeah, bearish engulfing candle developed on the 4-hour yesterday/today. We'll see how well it performs. Where Bitcoin's bearish stuff performing wonderfully, man. You confirm. Remember that confirmation high we painted? I mean, look at this. You know, look what's going on right here. Okay, you see that? Okay, there's divergence too. And then you go to Bitcoin, and it's like, wait a second. It's the same picture, right? Where you had one high, a second high, and instead of a shooting star reversal that we had done trivia on yesterday, it was a bearish engulfing candle. So they're both Japanese candlestick reversals. So this happened on Bitcoin. Gold has just begun to play out. I think it got confirmation too with that lower low on the next candle. So similar kind of. That's it. I think there could be a little more downside on Bitcoin. It really wouldn't be that weird. But 47,559 is real. It's that low back from April. So we'll see. I think there's, you know, it's like you're sitting at like 29.59. It may not be over, right? The selling may not be done. 26 minutes to go, so such incessant selling. You know, Asia sells all the time. It's already dumped a couple times. Maybe Asia picks it back up tonight, you know, and we rally a little bit and reset that RSI. Oh, that's good, Echo Leaf. Good. All right. Oh, silver, by the way. Yeah, I just forgot. I just was showing the two different peaks, right? Example there. Silver, bearish engulfing candle. Nope. Almost. Bearish Harami, technically. And then confirmation. And, you know, this is where you got to wonder. All right, look where you are. You know where we are. Kind of reminds me of Cardano a little bit, where it's like at the inflection point, and you just saw what gold did. I think if gold's going to dump more than silver's probably going to dump too. So silver's still at this level that it could hold, but I'm sorry, like, you know, that MACD, man, just doesn't really look that hot. You know, just keep on extending the rally, and you just are making lower levels on the histogram every time. It would probably be, if you're like caring about silver, it'd be really prudent to see this happen, okay? Oh my God, it would be legendary of a trade setup if we could get down there, right? So let's see if this bearish divergence on gold and silver, at least on the MACD, plays out, right? Let's see. Yeah, I don't like it. Like where you are now, just kind of like extending the divergence another time. Yeah, I'm not digging it, okay? But this is what could usher in our type 2 return of the amazing bullish shark pattern, right? And type 2 returns, the confirmation low is what we want. Dang, that'd be awesome. But yeah, I mean, if you hold 2291, who knows, right? I mean, you hold this area, then it could go to $25. But after a run like this, and this showing on the oscillators, you got to think that it's very, very possible that the pullback happens next. Some sort of pullback, right? Yep. You missed the Auburn game? Yeah, dude, it was right down the road. Literally, like, I don't know, like 6 blocks from me. Okay, we looked at all these things. Was there a request? I think there was one. No, there was 2. Just kidding. There was 3. 4. Oh, wow, goodness. All right, 4 requests. Times are tough, chat, but this soon shall pass. This soon shall pass. Well, I mean, what do you want from me on Hathor? Come on. Come on, dude. What did Hathor do? Hathor, you requested this, or someone did, and we identified the falling wedge. I kept watching it, and then I pinged all patrons that the breakout was occurring. And on this breakout, there was no backtest or anything. It was just a breakout, and it ran to the 50% and 618. These are targets. These are traditional Fibonacci targets for a falling wedge. Bread and butter, 50% 618. What did you do? You exceeded that 618 a little bit, but you've confirmed the top there, right? This is just like the trade setup on Binance, where it hit the 4th target. Yeah, exceeded a little bit, but that was the top. I mean, like, that was right there. I mean, I don't like that. Confirmation high at resistance looking left, but also at profit taking levels for a swing trader, where, you know, a full reset could occur now, or you make much bigger dump. Okay, so minimum, I think you're going down to 150 from here to test that 200 moving average, the inflection point. And if you don't hold that, you know, come on, do I even have to paint it for you? The bat pattern is the bullish bat pattern. Yep, 382 is fine. The 886. That's what could be in store for Hathor after it hit both profit-taking levels of a falling wedge trade setup, with Bitcoin rolling over. Okay. Just for if you need some sort of reminder or whatever, here it is, right? The date was December 15th. At here. There it is. There's Hathor. It's breaking out. Here were your targets. Before, after. Okay. Sweet. Thanks for the almost 900 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, the sub. You know, why not? Supports the stream-ish. OXT, fine, man. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's pulled back from its high, but dang, dude. No, 0 technical damage done to this one. Not a care or a worry in the world, really. I mean, dude, if you're above 34 cents, you're golden on OXT. Yeah, you could be going for a type 2 return. That would be legendary. If it like went to 34, 35 cents and then held and started reversing there, trade set up. It's just hard to imagine these things doing well with Bitcoin being so bearish, with it just being so choppy, scrubby, man. Just like the macro is just not good right now. And until you get above 53K, how can you be really that bullish on Bitcoin? You still gotta remain cautious in this market until there's like a real strong sign. I mean, sure, we were able to identify some seller exhaustion on Bitcoin at like 45K, right? The bullish engulfing candle and the really nice run up all the way to 52K. But then, just as sellers got exhausted, buyers were pretty much exhausted yesterday, with a confirmation high, and after the confirmation high, a big markdown, and it may not be done, you know, based on just some local Fibonacci, and the fact the oscillators are not implying any sort of seller exhaustion yet. So this one's great, man. Still awesome. Okay, below 34 cents, I got problems. I'm gonna be really worried. I'll be a lot worried, right? I mean, look at your historical price action between 20 cents and 34 cents, right? Straight up, then you go down, then you go up, then you go down, up, right? Now you almost fell. You did fall below it here, but you rallied. So I'm just saying you got to keep making higher lows, and everything will work out. Eventually, whether it's here or a little bit lower, this is what you're looking for. And you know, maybe it doesn't work out on OXT this time, but based on like thousands and thousands of charts and assets that have existed across all markets, when this stuff happens, this can happen after. So just be mindful that OXT could be setting up for its second low, its confirmation low in an uptrend at the PCZ of a bullish shark pattern. Interesting. Looking for a bottom soonish. But I don't know how this works if Bitcoin is sucky, right? If Bitcoin just sucks, I don't know how this plays out at all. It may not. It may completely and utterly get devastated and go back down to 21 cents again. And with Bitcoin dumping, that wouldn't be weird at all. They would just be, oh yeah, it failed. It's just a loser S coin. There's nothing special about OXT, or really almost any of these coins. They're not really special. They're just assets. Okay, they're just cryptos, and it's extremely momentum driven asset class, extremely speculative. That's it, man. You know, it's funny though. You are seeing like FTM is a beast. ICX is up 9% today. IOTA is up 5.4%. Yeah, I mean that's like it. Everything else is down like bad. Everything else like shattered, devastated.
Hey Mitch, happy holidays. I'm second guessing my take profit. Would you mind looking at Just thank you. All the best to you and your family.
Thanks, I would. Not to be a bummer or anything. It is 20 United States dollars, not Canadian dollars. Just, I know I'm such a bad guy for even saying that. But if I did that, then it's like I gotta do it for everyone. I'm sorry, dude. But thank you, man. The next request, storage, which you know I'm sure is fine. Like just because it was up so much, it is down 10% today. It is fine. Now, I would prefer it to be above 186 to 194. It's just not going to happen, man. You tried, and this is exactly where you don't want it to fail, because in history, when it does fail, it gets wrecked. Okay, you're good. Thank you. We'll look at it. PBX. So, I'm just saying it's been a resistance, support before, resistance before. Well, you're back below it, man. So there's no edge really right now. Just eventually pivot and make a higher level above 156 and everything will be good, right? But you have to get back above 186, 194. You haven't yet, man. You haven't. But again, it sucks about one thing, but the other thing is until you fall below 156, all is well on the asset. And then, like, you know, just worst case scenario, you could make an M shape or something stupid and come all the way back down to 140, and it's just sideways price action because Bitcoin's getting devastated. Yeah. Long-term uptrend, though, that's for sure. Remember here? That was amazing. Trying to do it again. Just make another higher low. But OXT, I think, is kind of set up better than storage. Okay. Suter. Well, it rounded out, made a 100% retrace from its previous low from September, and it reversed. And where did it go when it got back above 4.3 tenths of 1 cent? It rallied all the way to the next major zone of inflection and then pulled back. And man, that's a beautiful rounding bottom, isn't it? Of some sort. Gorgeous rounding action. And yeah, I mean, there's hidden bullish divergence going on this one. You know? Nice little what? What is this, chat? What is this little Japanese candlestick reversal? Just to see if you paid attention yesterday and you retained the information, the knowledge. What kind of little reversal is that? I mean, it kind of looks like it. It's just a little trivia just to keep... Oh! Thomas, why would it be that? Tell me, please tell me why. You weren't paying attention yesterday, I guess. Yes, it is a morning star. Good job. Morning star. And so, yeah, continuation implied. Well, you're continuing. It doesn't ensure, though, how high it's going to go. You'd think, like, if it's between these two levels, that eventually could run back up to 9/10 of 1 cent again and test that. Beyond that, I have no idea. Like, this is pretty much like a big M shape. You know, like a shark that went to the 100. A shark that went 100% M shape. Reacted, and maybe you get lucky and you catch a type 2 return. I'm sure Scott Carney would want something like this to happen. That would be insane. So you spring, and then you haven't even back tested that spring yet. You go to back test the spring on the confirmation low, and it's higher. That would be an entry for a trade setup if SUTER ever got to 4.5 of 1 cent one more time. I would love that. Then a mini M shape. Kind of. I don't know. I mean, maybe. The issue is we just went through a huge attempted rally, ran to 69K, which is all-time highs, but just barely. Slightly higher highs. Slightly higher high. And now it's clear that the market has reversed after the second high. I hate that. It's confirmation high stuff. First time, 65K. No one knows. We go to 30K. Then we rally all the way up and hit all-time highs. Second time, not really good, right? Confirmation highs. Double tops. You always hate those, man, because that's what makes me have to be a little bit more wary, because it's not the first time, it's the second. SOUL? What happened to SOL? Anyway, this would be actionable for long if we could get down to this level again, okay? SUTER. If it doesn't, then it's probably just going straight up to 9/10 of 1 cent again, the top of the range. Let's see. PBX Connect. I hadn't been here in a while. It was an M shape. You should have requested this before. It's the M shape, man. Just a full reset here. And it went lower than the 886, but like I love it. I love it right here. Where it, you know, chopped, it fell below the 886, but what happened on the second low, right? Dang, inverse head and shoulder stuff too. One low, second low. Come on, man. Like these, you're requesting it now after it's begun. That was it. The time to request was between December 6th and December 21st. You wanted like the best spot, and now what are you doing? You just made a high, a higher high, and you got lower levels of positive momentum, lower levels of relative strength. I mean, that's like kind of a reversal implied. Now here's the thing about this one: no action to take here. Okay, you missed the actionable area for the long. You're just buying randomly. You're not strategically longing this asset if you buy now. But if you could get this, if this asset could come back down to test, wow. If we could get a back test of, what is this? 1.3 to 1.46 cents, that could be amazing for a long opportunity, right? What was once resistance, 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 maybe for the first time in human history becomes support. If it becomes support, then dang, dude, just think about like, hey, this plays out and it reverses here and comes and does something like this. Then that happens. Like that's what you want. If you want to use strategy with inflection points and traditional technical analysis, you want the money to come to you. And the money could come to you based on what's literally kind of being shown here on the oscillator. Right there, right? That's implying the price going down next if it's respected. So let's see if it goes down. Maybe not. Maybe it just goes up to 2.2 cents. I'm just telling you, if you want to take action on this asset because you think you missed it, 1.3 to 1.5 cents is the area. That's the best area. Okay. Anyway, moving on. But you know, would you say about profit taking or something? You're second guessing your profit taking. I mean, like, I think the profit taking level, I mean, eventually should be 2.2 cents, but dang, man, you're staring at that. That's kind of gross, isn't it? Kind of gross. Oh yeah, Mississippi State's kicking off. Oh dang, I haven't even been live. I have not even been live since the coin. The unveiling of the Mitch Ray TA coin. Silver. We'll see here. I don't even know. Give me a sec. Maybe this is good. Here it is. So it's like not like gonna. Dang it, dude. I don't know. There's pictures on my Instagram if you want to see it, but it's absolutely beautiful. This is a one of a kind. None will ever be like this. This one has 2 Bitcoins on the front. The ones that are gonna get minted all have Bitcoin and Ethereum on the front now.
Best looking S-coin chart RN. Dealer's choice. Thanks for the consistency in streams. Much appreciated.
There's a few that look really good. We're talking about weekly timescales and stuff. Anyway, but I'll look at that, Nick. Okay, I'll answer that question. We'll just do it in order. Let me just get to the next one. Soul, not soul, but soul, chat. Okay, it's the tepid off brand. Fantom is Fantasism. No. Phantasma. You know, identified M shape, has reverse there, continuing to show accumulation and attempting to breach 250. It's kind of wild. It's kind of amazing, right? Amazing uptrend. Like, so good. And I think if you stay above like your previous level, you keep making these higher lows. There's probably a demand line here, you know. Like, stay above that demand line, everything's gonna play out. It's gonna go nuts. It'll looks like there's like kind of absorption of remaining supply at 250, and if you break 250, you go to 313 and 359 again. Oh, 359's there. That's so weird. Maybe on the daily I had plotted. It's probably one of those whacked out. Yeah, it's probably one of those whacked out charts that shows different stuff on the daily and 4 hour. Yeah, you break 250, 350, and $4. A and C. That's it. That's what's happening. Like there's accumulation going on. There's a sell wall. Still hasn't been quite enough demand yet to breach through that sell wall with follow through. And if it just keeps making higher lows like that, it'll eventually break it, go to 350. Now on the other side of the coin, if the demand line breaks, I really think you could see 150 again. If like it starts catching back, if it keeps sinking back up, if it sinks back up with the macro, which this happens, passing correlations eventually end and you correlate again to the macro, and then you start getting wrecked. So bad case, you fall below 228 for real, Bitcoin gets obliterated, keeps selling off, downtrend, midterm downtrend continues, 150. Okay. But yeah, I mean, this is better looking than almost everything else in crypto right now. Kind of insane, you know? Yeah, SOUL, not SOL. All right. Why did Auburn lose? Their entire fan base, alumni, all of them just kind of gave up, dude. They capitulated. The players capitulated too. Look at Smoke Monday was like literally trying to get ejected to end the season. He's like, I'm gonna get ejected one way or another. Yeah, it happened in the end. So I don't know, man. Just no heart. They were done. They capitulated. That 4 overtime loss to Alabama. That was it. That was their whole season. Nothing mattered. And then when they lost that, they done, dude. It happens. Okay, so no, all right. So best looking S-coin chart now. I mean, link on maybe the weekly or something, but no, the daily. Yeah, God, it's just so nasty. It's just, look at that, like bearish Marabazoo about to happen. Bearish Marabazoo engulfing. That's just disgusting. You just spent 24 hours losing 12% of your value in a day, right? That's just awful. Testing that 200-day moving average as resistant. It's just like, hey, this harmonic's here, but dang, dude, price action still loser stuff. God, it's just bad still. Maybe you get a type 2 return or something. Maybe you come down one more time to 1710, which easily could happen. I mean, and maybe, like, the other thing is, like, maybe you hold 1986, the high from August of 2020. Maybe you hold that as support because you're about to test it for the first time. But good God, just crypto is just AIDS right now, losing 15% of value in the day. Like, and it's like, we went up 6% and it took us 7 days a week. It doesn't matter. Get devastated. Yeah, man, it's just really uncertain, gross times. This is what happens when the macro is short, when it's midterm bearish. Yeah, Bitcoin is midterm bearish. Okay, until you get about 53K and hold, you're midterm bearish. So it's gonna be real tough to make money on this market. While if you're talking about longing, trying to find fresh good longs, it's like impossible kind of. So yeah, man, you can just, hey, randomly ICX went insane, even though it might have looked like everything else. It doesn't matter, it went up. What else? Yeah, the other one, ICX, and then IOTA went up, FTM went up. Yeah, FTM was like amazing. Like like, see, like kind of similar to Link in its own way. It made the 886, right? It double bottomed and then is amazing. And then Link doesn't do any, like it reacts and then just bearishly in goals today. Like, yeah, really tough, man. Really tough in these market conditions. Okay, you got less than 2 minutes till your close. Yeah, could devs do something? Thanks. Big yikes. Alright, so let's go back to Bitcoin. But that was the dealer's choice. Link, you know, you also had XLM and an OGN. We're looking all similar with those big harmonics that have reacted, but certainly now have not reversed at all. Okay, they're like crash course, collision course, trying to get right back down for a type 2 maybe, if we're lucky. But momentum is just so bad right now. Just awful, dude. Right, anytime like big moves happen and it's bearish, like big bearish moves, very little to inexistent rallies. Oh, we got a weekend rally, chat. We did it. And then like when the market's really open, we're in the heat of the week, big dumps. Nice volume on the dumps. Yeah, hidden bearish divergence on the daily now, like about to be confirmed. You're going to close below the 200-day moving average. You're closing like at or below the inflection points. It's just, yeah, you just can't be surprised if Bitcoin goes for a type 2 return down here at 43K. After this, something like this today, that's mass. And guess who's awake? It's Asia. Asia, they have to sell, it seems like. It's like the government has mandated that the Chinese must all sell. Okay. Jesus chimes, I guess, right? For an awful day, a day to forget, and we just like broke the 200-day moving average, and gross, man, just nasty. Yeah, China's awake, yay! Can't wait to see what they do. It's just gross, man. All right, so you get the 60-minute again, so you can just check it out. This is kind of the argument, like, because we don't really have an edge on the daily or the 4-hour. This big impulse just happened, so we go to the 60-minute because it's kind of the only place that we can go. So you think if an M shape was to develop here, eventually 46.3, lowest RSI since the crash on December 4th, beginning of the month. I don't really think you're showing much of an edge. Okay. And there's supposed to be tornadoes tomorrow, right? There's big... The models are showing reflexivity. National Weather Service. Yeah, it could be a wild one. So, but it's a new day, and all you did was dump yesterday. So, hey, man, it could reverse reallocation on the new day. The bots. Okay, go up now. reset oscillators on 60-minute, 4-hour, and then dump again later, tomorrow or in 2 days after a little scrub rally has happened. You know, the hopium starts flowing through your veins, and then the dump to just more reasonable levels, that things that just make sense, right? Wave structures. Okay, we clearly made a wave structure. We're not quite done with that wave structure based on history. That's what Scott Carney's research is. That's what 886s are. When 886s line up with bottom of ranges, that makes a lot of sense for where we could eventually be. Who cares about what I think about Bitcoin maybe or maybe not going to 100K, right? Because I don't know. But everyone else knows. They all knew. How's that going for them? We're closer to 0 than 100K right now, technically. So yeah, dude, I don't know. It's like, it's just that time. But here's the thing, you know, it's funny. In actuality, my streaming tenure, we've had way more of days like this than we've ever had days of like good for Bitcoin. Because I started streaming right after the crash that ushered in a correction, and then that correction, that whole crap lasted for 2.5 years until we finally broke out last year. And that was fun. We had lots of partying, even in you know, spring and summer of 2019 was fun, but most of the time it's crappy churning, price action, sideways. And that's kind of where we are right now. So we were born in this kind of environment. It was way worse, actually. You know, at least we got a blow off top on the last cycle reversal, and this cycle reversal for now. Double top, scrubby, low momentum, loser double top for now. Potential double top because it hasn't broken 30K yet, which would be the neckline. So, you know, I think until you break below 40K, it's technically still a long-term uptrend, but midterm is certainly a bear trend. You know, a downtrend. We don't have to use hyperbole here and be like, oh yeah, it's a bear trend, man. No way, it's not a bear trend. Big one's never been in a bear trend. It's a downtrend. It's just a midterm, consecutive lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, same highs. Could be going for lower lows or the same lows because you're range bound for now. But yeah, I mean, hey, here's the, all right, all the people that projected and predicted 100K Bitcoin, okay, that were all really, really wrong. This is why you don't make predictions. Don't ever predict to your friends that you know or think where something's going. That's not what traditional technical analysis or this community is about. This community is about, we don't know where it's going, but dang, man, we can identify certain indicators at certain levels that increase our probability of it reversing here. That's all we do here. So, but like crypto Twitter and all that, all those people that were dead wrong, oh man, they'd have been geniuses. They were right. They'd have been rich, right? But they're all saying now that the cycle has extended, which they might be right. So they're saying now, Q1, Q2, that's when the magic happens, okay? They're just delaying the end of year-end predictions. Now it's something else. Now it's next quarter. We're going to be doing things, all right?
I think I see some long-term accumulation occurring and also hidden divergence on the weekly MACD and regular bullish divergence on the daily. Seems like a good value area for an entry.
That thing comes supercharged. Thank you, Michael. We'll look at it on BBIG. Oh, whatever, man. Yeah, this is when you have like, not me, but some of these people have like 500,000 million followers on crypto Twitter, and hey man, I'm sure there's probably a lot of pressure to be like some sort of big sage wizard of knowing where things are going or predicting, but it's not about predictions. They're not using real TA though either, right? They're just, I don't know, they're just doing things. They're using on-chain analytics, all these things that looked good. I mean, they actually did look good, but recently not so good. All right, let's go to BBIG. It's almost like I'm like embarrassed to even talk about what I do, like as a live streamer, because it's like, you're an influencer? Oh my God, what is that? You know, it's like, dude, please, just, you don't understand. I mean, I'm not the same as these other people that do the same thing, or at least they have a webcam and a microphone, right? That's the common, and a keyboard, and they speak publicly right in front of it. That's the commonality we all have together. But come on, man, you know the content is so much different. Oh, can you be surprised about this one? We literally talked about this one, and it was like, I know that, yeah, this is why you requested it, right? But you're not oversold yet. You're down 4.5%, and you're down another 0.4% after hours. I still wouldn't touch it yet. I get why. You're like, oh, it's going for the type 2. Maybe it's still in a correction. Give me a higher low. Give me something. Give me some waning negative momentum. Like waning negative momentum. You don't have that. Negative momentum is building. You're just... It's like Bitcoin, dude. Are you sure that Vinco Ventures isn't tied to Bitcoin somehow? Hey, you filled the gap today. That is official. Congratulations. Gap fill. Hey, maybe it's another M shape, dude, but there's got to be a Japanese candlestick reversal. There's got to be divergence. There's got to be, maybe you're oversold for a second time. There's got to be something, man. For now, I just can't have any conviction on like, oh, time to go long. I love it so much. It made a 98% retrace. It didn't mean 886. So I think it could go to 220 easy and wouldn't be that weird. You don't hold 220, well, then you're going on down to 169. Who is Plan B? He's from the Netherlands. He's really smart. I mean, he his model has been playing out forever for a long time. But recently, one of his more aggressive models was completely invalidated, and it's kind of like even the other models, like 100K end of year, just not going to happen, dude. It won't. Certainly won't.
How is the hidden bearish do on BTC daily?
It's developed. It's literally developed. Look. You made a high on price. You made an all-time high on price. And then when's the next time you showed momentum? Well, like ridiculously, pathetically lower highs than that high. Much higher levels. Yeah, that's hidden bearish divergence developed. So implying continuation now. Only after the classic divergence turns right into hidden bearish divergence. Good God. Yeah, 47,559. That is in a critical area, and you're like at it right now. Is it really right there? April. Yeah, you're right there. You hold that, get above the 200 moving average, make a higher low, things will be good. But dude, it's really tough right now, man. There are times to make money and times not to lose money, and it's just like you tested once, but you never got a second test. Thought it might be turning around.
Can you please look at QRDO/USDT?
Sure, we'll look at it, Dale. Thank you, man. Looks like there was an M shape and it reacted really well. Maybe it goes for a type 2. It looks like a bullish Gartley, doesn't it? Like an almost perfect Gartley. Dang, man, that was... I mean, look at the scan wick. Was that the 786? I think this was, looks so 786, the PCZ, but it went down a little bit more. It happens. So that's your M shape. Maybe you're going for a type 2 here. Maybe. But there's certainly no action take. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, bearish engulfing, and here's your candle that confirms the bearish engulfing. I think there could be more downside. There's no action to take on this asset right now. There's just none right now. But come and back test 417, the old high from October 25th, as support. Give me that type 2 return on this M shape, and then we'll talk about going long. But you just can't now. You can't go long right now. There's no indication on the daily. The daily is saying it might be prudent to wait. There is no real like support I mean, that's just my opinion, dude, okay? So, oh yeah, remember this? Bearish 3 drives, rising wedge, bearish divergence, dump, TA respected. Yeah, I would try to maybe wait. That's it. QRD, I know, I hate it. Everyone's like, oh man. But yeah, here's Bitcoin. Wow, Bitcoin's like going up because it's a new day. It's up $200, chat. It's gonna happen. Like, assets go up and down, up and down. It's holding on to one level right now. I'm just telling you, there is no edge. Like, if it goes up now, it will be because a coin was flipped and it landed one way or another, right? It's not gonna go up because there's an edge that we've applied, that we, oh yeah, easy bullish divergence, it's perfect, man, type 2 returns. None of that right now, really. So you got one support, then it goes to April 23rd of this year. That's it for now. So hopefully that holds for all our sakes, all our hold accounts, right? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't like write off plan B or whatever just because of this. I think like if you look at his model, it's like a really slow going weekly log scale type model. It's not meant for, you know, looking at when there's a midterm downtrend on Bitcoin. You know, I think even it goes to 42K again and gives us that type 2 blessing, that model's not really screwed or anything. So I don't know, man. It's just all about your conviction. Like, I have a hold account too much, and it stings on days like this because I know the swings. I don't look at it though because it would make me depressed, but that's okay. I just, you know, you gotta think about the long term, man. The outlook you must have participating in this market, right? Because just, I mean, yeah, no, it's that freaking paradox for 55% of Bitcoin market participants, like, that are just sick over this and they're jaded and they want to quit and they want to get out because they just wasted a year of their life not making anything. Because this price, right? Bitcoin was the same price February 9th that it is right now. That's almost a year. I mean, like 10 plus months, right? Or in April, or in August, or in September, or in December. Same price. Fixed price all year. Yeah, you got your ups and your downs, but you haven't really even done anything in a year. So for holders, nothing's been made. So you had to, there was a cutoff, right? There was a graduating class of market participants who made unreal money, and you had to be involved in like September or May of last year, or even November of last year, you know. And actually, you could have gotten away with some December. Okay. Anyway, new day, new price action. Been devastated for so much. Who cares? Yeah, you get a nice green candle here that takes you up, but you're probably not going higher than 51.4 to 52K. Just probably not happening. Right? Just think about, oh, wow. It starts finally recovering a little bit, resets the 60-minute, and then dumps again. Then what, dude? Yeah, rough day, man. Rough day. DJ, mental illness, real mental illness hours for that guy. Wow, dude. That's, you got a messed up mind, dude. Bye. Enjoy staying in your position in life. Yeah, I'm just here making a living, trying to help people every day. And I am helping people. And you're in here spewing out really weird stuff, and you're banned instantly, and no one even saw what you said. So, yikes. It's like, dude, it's empirical evidence. Like, there are actual charts showing when Asian market hours are open, massive selling. All the selling comes in during Asian hours. That's like that's not subjective or my opinion. There's a chart of that. There's Glassnode charts of that. So, you know, you can be a delusional weirdo, but, you know, we have evidence to back us up based on data and information. No, that's it, dude. There will be times to go full bull again when there's a reason, when higher lows and higher highs are put in. Do you see any higher highs? No, there are none yet. Not really. Have you seen higher lows? We don't know yet.
Cycle.
Maybe if it gets
Now
down
I'm
to 46
getting
it
nervous.
holds.
Do you think the ANKR can 5 or 6x by end of cycle?
Robert, YFI already did, but you missed it. It went to $95,000 earlier this year, and that was off a trade setup too. Now we didn't know it would go to 95K, but you know it was showing an inverse head and shoulders or something, a bull flag. Dude, I don't know. That's the crazy. Those are people you ask on crypto Twitter, you know, and they'll say yes, Robert. Anchor will 5x or 6x, but maybe even 10x by end of cycle. Yes. Maybe, right? Anything's possible, dude. Anything's possible. But YFI already did it. So, is that a bear market? It's a midterm downtrend and a long-term uptrend. The long-term uptrend is in jeopardy when we fall below 40K with like resounding effort from bears. Like when the sport snaps. Yeah, long-term is starting to get in jeopardy. But then you got 30K, even you hold 30K, it could be a big reversal area, you know? So that the confirmation high at 69K is the concerning part, right? The first time we don't know, then we attempt the rally, and the attempted rally gives us a slightly higher high. Meh. And then all this crashing, bearish price action after that, that's like confirmation high stuff. So I don't know. We just need to pivot and make a higher low than 40K for real, and we'll be good, man. Some law in China stating all spot price Bitcoin must be sold by 12/31/21. Huh. Well, that would make sense. See, like, I mean, if that's real, I mean, there you go. There's more to it, dude. It makes sense. It does not fit the prerogative of Eastern governments, right? I mean, crypto is individual sovereignty. Like, why would they ever want that involved? Like, that's crazy. That's like them killing themselves. They are the bank. Like, they are literally everything. The government is God over there in communist China and other, you know, authoritative countries. There is no God. The God is government. Money, government. Business, government, everything. Oh, they'll make it look like it's not. Oh, it's individual. No, it's not. It's every, you know, if you have a company with over 100 people, you have to have a communist representative. It's like the SEC compliance officer here. You got to have a Chinese communist officer there. So, yeah, dude, why would they ever want crypto or Bitcoin to be a thing? It would be stupid for them, bad for their business. Ooh, I like that aquaponics. I like that emoji. Okay, so I guess we're on the same page here, man. You know, like catch a relief rally just to reset the oscillators in the 60-minute, maybe even the 4-hour because it's a little oversold. It bounces here because look, it's just that April low. It's a new day. You've been devastated for 48 hours, so you catch a relief rally. But chances are this relief rally is just gonna turn into a lower high than 52K. Maybe it runs up and tests 49.5 and then sells off again. And then we get to maybe some interesting levels again. The bottom of ranges and all that, right? Not just 60-minute. Makes way more sense here, right? Yeah, it would. So I'll leave you with that. And yeah, I really appreciate everyone coming out. I'm telling you, one day the hype will be back. The good days will be upon us. It's just not today. Probably not going to be tomorrow. Probably not going to be a week from now, but eventually. Because all Bitcoin does since its inception is go higher. And normally fear is at its highest point when the major reversals occur. But normally the major reversals occur at very critical levels where if you fall below one level, you're dead. You're going down stupid percentage of points. So that's been the trend. You hold critical supports, but you flirt with getting devastated and falling below them, but then you rally and you get back above them and then you go. And you're up to the next resistance instantly. It's almost like you hit this resistance here almost instantly to the bottom, right? Within a day or two. So anyway, thanks for coming out. Thank you for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I can't believe it. Not one GRT tip today. Plenty diversified tips, but no one tipped $7 or $7.77 for the GRT gang. Oh yeah. Oh, GRT, by the way. Get wrecked. Just kidding. It's all Kappas, dude. Let me bring it out. Haven't brought this out in like a year. There's the spinning Kappa. We're just kidding. And sad Pepe's for the Bogdanoff man. Grishka Bogdanov.
Sharks are racist, I guess. Man face bombing. Love from NYC.
Thank you, Blade. No, wait, that's David S. That's weird. Y'all tipped at the same time. Y'all jinx. Someone owes someone a soda.
Thanks Mitch for always being here when times are good and bad.
Thank you, Blade, for the 571. The Australian super chat, mate. Thanks, dude. Yeah, man. Looking at charts is fun, and I get it though. People inherently in crypto are long-term holders. It's just the nature of crypto, or at least of Bitcoin and Ethereum, not many other things. Okay. Many other things, if you've done that, you haven't made any money, right? So some you have, but a lot, nothing. So I am a participant of that long-term holder stuff because I do believe in Bitcoin and Ethereum long-term. Long-term, not short-term, not mid-term. Don't really believe too much. Like, we're in a downtrend that is well established, and we're topping out, and the aggressiveness of the selling at resistances is kind of, whoa. That's not really what we want to see. So anyway, this will all turn around. You'll have plenty of opportunities when it does turn around. And we'll be here. I'll be live, turn the bad times, the good times, all of it, all right? So we got that GRT in there, and that's all that matters. So thanks for coming out, everyone. I love y'all. Let's try to hold this 47,559 support, and maybe we'll run up to 49K plus. But if not, I'll see you down at 46.5. So until next time, respect the T. A. Hey, Kevin Naza, thanks so much merchandise purchase. Thanks, Dad. Enjoy the music.
Oh, it's good. That's just great.
Yeah, there's about Greek
Pump it.
Then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.